This week we started learning, reading, studying the third book of the 5 books, Vayikra. The meaning, translation of the word Vayikra is, and he called. Interesting enough, the entire parsha is called Vayikra, and the entire book is called Vayikra. It doesn't say who called. All it says Vayikra el Moshe. He called to Moshe. He, obviously implying God. What is God calling to Moshe? Come into the holy temple, and I will tell you what to share with the Jewish people. So this represents a very exalted divine revelation in a very unique way, very intimate way. He doesn't even have to say, I'm God, I'm calling you. It's obvious. He is God calling to Moshe. So this word Vayikra represents a tremendous closeness of Hashem with Moshe Rabbeinu. Yet, what are we talking about in the whole parsha? Sacrifice, including offerings of sins. Now, when one is sins, this doesn't make it for a very close relationship. So how does this jive? Especially, we know that the beginning and the end is always connected. So the beginning represents intimate relationship with God, close relationship, and the end represents the opposite. This can't be. So to understand that, let us first say some Tehillim. And by saying Tehillim, this will help us also understand, and obviously will help our dear soldiers and hostages to be released and to be protected, to be safe, and all of us to be released. So, chapter 100. Mizmor lesoid aril Adonai kol haaretz ivdes Adonai b'simcha bo elefanu b'nono. Du ki Adonai Elohim hu asanu v'lo anach lama v'tzoi marisa bo yishor b'soid achatzroisa b'silo. Hoido lebachu shemoi ki tov Adonai l'olam chasdoi v'yadoir v'doir emunasoi. Let us give some charity, some tzedakah, the pushka. So here is the idea. Yes, indeed. Vayikra. And Rashi points out to that fact that God had such a close, infinite relationship with Moshe Rabbeinu, unique to him. No other prophet would just have this casual call, hi, how are you? I want to share something with you. That would be preparations. It was on a different level. But the question is it only with Moshe, or is it with all those who Moshe Rabbeinu represents? Moshe is the leader of the Jewish people. Hanasi U'Hakoil. The Nasi is everything, and we're all connected to him. So that's exactly what the Torah is implying over here. Even the one who had committed a grave, serious sin, that he has to bring an offering. He has to bring a korban, has to bring a sacrifice as an atonement. Says God, even this one is part of Vayikra. Even with this one, I am so close. And the reason why? Because the offering that you're bringing is not just an animal, you're offering of yourself. You're giving yourself to Hashem. From your own animal, so to say. From your own being, you recognize that you made a mistake. You recognize that you committed a sin, and you want to correct it. This is part of the Vayikra. And this is part of the beginning and the end. It's actually connected, united. Why? Because Moshe Rabbeinu is actually the one who helps us bring those offerings, who helps us recognize the proper way we should go in. And you know what? Let me share something with you. Just yesterday, you've noticed that I've been traveling the last few days. I stopped off in a gas station, which I thought was a random place to stop to take gas. It was windy, it was cold. I stand and put gas into my car, pumping the gas. There's a car on the other side of the island, stopping. And he looks at me and then he says, Am Yisrael Chai. I figured it must be Jewish, although it didn't look it. I say, by your saying Am Yisrael Chai, you're obviously Jewish. He says, sure, I'm Jewish. And I ask him, and how about tefillin? Did you have a chance to put on tefillin today? He says, actually today I didn't. He says, you know what, this is a great opportunity, we should put on tefillin now. He says, what, here on the street, on the gas station. I said, God is all over. God is no less here than he is in the synagogue. I says, okay. Said it was cold. We opened the back of the car, squeezing ourselves into a little protection, had to hold on to the yarmulke, put on the tefillin. He was the happiest person in the world. To the point that his wife just came back from the what do you call it? The store which comes with all the gas stations. He says, oh, wonderful, you're putting on tefillin. How great that is. That's Vayikra. We're all so close. We're all connected. All we need just is a little reminder. So God is reminding us. And as he said, Am Yisrael Chai. Eibishter, Am Yisrael Chai. And we all want to live already with you in Yerushalayim with Mashiach and bring offerings in the Beis HaMikdash.